Hey internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the John Graves Show, and today I'm talking to everybody about Parasyte and what has really been going on in this episode. Picking up from where he went off to go and fight Goto. It starts off with like a crazy one-on-one battle with Shinichi and Goto of saying okay, Shinichi's trying to outsmart him and use all of the techniques in which that he used last time, which was the things that Migi had told him last time, which was attack the base of the neck. Shinichi try and distract him and get a whole bunch of some damage, stuff like that. And Shinichi, he does try and do the same thing of saying okay, I'll try and attack him at a different angle, and maybe, just maybe, he can't necessarily stop me. However, Goto does do all that, and on a whim, Shinichi does actually figure out the gap in his armor and does take advantage of it by stabbing him with one of the pieces of metal from the garbage. Now, really, I will have to say that the first half of this was really intense and really made with me thinking okay, Migi isn't coming back. And Shinichi really has to find a way how to stop Goto. And once he pretty much stabbed him with that, it was okay, now this is a problem. And technically Goto, he did have the upper hand even if he was wounded. But then turn of events comes back and Migi comes back and revolts and goes over to Shinichi, which as it pretty much is implied earlier in the episode, or at least later in the episode, is possibly that one of the reasons why Migi did actually come back is probably because Shinichi did actually stab Goto with the rusty piece of metal, which probably could have been, well, now since all the other parasites that were in his body were starting to revolt and say that they want to leave and go and heal and stuff like that. It's kind of a thing of something like that, being okay, now that is the reason why Migi came back in the first place. Because right after that, Goto pretty much kind of goes into a direct downward spiral of him not being able to control the rest of his body, and which led to his downfall. To the point in which that really, once you've seen Goto on his last legs, I really didn't want him to die. I really don't. I guess that's probably just because I have a soft heart for pretty much a lot of the characters in Parasyte, but really when it boils right down to it though, is that Goto is a character who that when I had the chance to kill him, I just didn't want to do it. But that's pretty much how this episode goes off with Shinichi and Migi heading back home and pretty much taking in leading off into the next chapter of what's going to happen in their lives. So that is what I got to say about that. What do you think about it? Tell me in the comment section. I'll catch you on the next John Graves Show. So please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.